You're listening to the American Democracy Minute, keeping your government by-in for the people. Despite the hundreds of threats to election workers after the 2020 and 2022 elections, a bill in the U.S. Senate which would have made intimidation of election workers a federal crime failed in December. The Election Worker Protection Act was introduced in September 2022 by Senators Amy Klobuchar and Dick Durbin. The bill was co-sponsored by 17 senators and had the support of 15 secretaries of state around the country, but it failed due to lack of Republican support prior to the end of the 117th Congress. Had it passed, the legislation would have provided funding for election worker safety and made threatening, intimidating, or coercing election officials a federal crime. It would have also expanded the definition of election work to include the counting of ballots, canvassing, and certification of elections. To prevent doxing, unauthorized release of an election worker's personal information, grants would be available to help municipalities keep addresses and key information safe. To replace those election workers who have stepped down from their post, the bill would have provided funding for recruitment, training, and retention of election workers. Democracy advocates are hopeful the Election Worker Protection Act will be reintroduced in the new Congress. In the meantime, states will need to take immediate action to keep the wheels of democracy turning. We have links to the legislation, articles, and groups taking action at AmericanDemocracyMinute.org. For the American Democracy Minute, I'm Brian Beal.